Did you know that you didn't find this video, but rather the video found you? It wasn't by chance. Stop and listen carefully. Heaven has paused its course to speak to you today. Don't ignore this call. Your presence here is decided above. Today, a spiritual guide is revealed that will change your entire present. Stay with me and discover the heavenly purpose that belongs to you now. There are moments in eternity that pause just to observe a courageous soul, and today is one of those days. There is immense joy in the heavenly courts because this message has finally reached your ears. Imagine for a moment that the spiritual world had conspired for a single purpose: to strengthen your path and remind you that you have never walked alone. This encounter is not a product of chance. Before the sun rose today, there was already a divine intention for you to receive these words. A union of higher wills has been convened, thinking of your well-being and the solace your spirit needs. Sometimes we think our battles are invisible, but I want to tell you, brother to brother, that each of your struggles has been seen and valued in the highest regard. Every effort you make in silence has an echo of love in heaven, and today that echo returns to you like a caress of hope. They have watched you in moments of calm, and also on those nights when the silence seemed too heavy. Heaven knows your sighs and the way you rise each morning with the intention of being better. Despite the challenges of fate, you are someone deeply valued, someone for whom intercessions have been made in the purest realms of creation. Affirm your connection to the divine by writing, "I am part of God's plan," in the comments. Have you ever stopped to consider that you are a miracle in motion? In the celestial courts, your name has been spoken with a melody of love and respect. In a moment of absolute peace, a decision was made to harmonize your life and bring you the clarity you have so longed for. My task today is to remind you that the veil between what you see and the celestial realm is thinner than you imagine. It's truly moving to see how the heavens seem to stop for just one person. It makes me think that no matter how vast the universe is, your well-being is an absolute priority for Creator. And today that priority is manifested in this message you're hearing. Do not see me as a distant entity. Feel me as a companion on your journey, a guardian who has been present in every invisible battle you have fought. I am here to assure you that your prayers have not been lost in the void. On the contrary, they have been gathered with the care and attention of a treasure. If this message resonates with your heart and you feel this piece is what you needed, I invite you to subscribe and become part of our community and share this video with someone who needs light. For those who wish to voluntarily support our mission to continue creating this content, the Super Thanks option is available below the video. Thank you for your generosity and for being part of this journey. It is essential that you focus your attention on this connection we are creating. Your spirit has been yearning for something greater, for a genuine connection that transcends the everyday. What has been arranged for you today is an opportunity for spiritual renewal. The burdens you felt heavy will begin to feel light, not through magic, but through the intervention of the grace that surrounds you today. It has been decided that the times of waiting and uncertainty will find a safe harbor. Those doors that seem locked are preparing to reveal new horizons to you, not through your own strength, but through the perfect plan already laid out for your evolution. You have overcome trials that others would not understand, and although at times you felt you were falling, there was always an invisible hand holding your hope. It's inspiring to see how, despite everything, your faith continues to be the driving force of your life. By reading these words, you are opening a sacred space that allows celestial wisdom to work in your favor in ways you don't yet fully understand. Listen carefully. Every tear you shed in silence was collected. What you felt as an ending was just heaven preparing you. You are not alone in this room. There is a light watching over you right now. Stay alert, because what I am about to reveal will dispel all your doubts. Today I have received a special grace to lift the veil and allow you to see the truth your spirit has been so persistently seeking. I want you to engrave this on your heart. Those challenges you recently faced were not signs of forgetfulness. On the contrary, they were evidence that you were about to take the most important step of your life. Have you ever doubted whether your words reached heaven when you prayed alone? I assure you I saw your hands tremble as you searched for strength to finish the day. Those moments of vulnerability are what most deeply move those of us who watch over you from the heavenly realm. It's astonishing to realize that true courage isn't measured by the loudness of our shouts and victory, but by the steadfastness of our steps when the road becomes difficult. From one brother to another, I tell you that your silence and your resilience have been your greatest victory in the eyes of the Creator. There was a night when you were on the verge of giving up, feeling the weight of your worries overwhelming you. In that moment, though you couldn't see me, I was there, holding that burden so it wouldn't defeat you. Perhaps you thought it was your own will that propelled you forward, but it was divine hands that kept you standing. You are here, listening to this, because it wasn't your destiny to fall where the darkness sought to hold you. Type Amen right now to confirm that you are ready to break down the walls of doubt and receive the guidance that heaven offers you. The purpose designed for your life is unchangeable, but doubt can build walls that delay your perception of peace. That's why this message comes to you with spiritual urgency. It's time to tear down those barriers so that divine harmony can flow freely into your present. By saying you are ready, you are opening a door that no one can close. Just a few hours ago, in that celestial gathering where your name was spoken, the atmosphere was filled with such pure emotion that even the most ancient angels felt the relief of victory. Tears of joy flowed because the time of silent waiting has finally come to an end. It fills me with profound satisfaction to tell you that the time of delay is over. What were once unanswered questions will now transform into clarity that will guide each of your steps towards spiritual fulfillment. However, for what lies ahead, I need you to maintain your alignment with the divine. This means paying attention to the hand of God and those gentle promptings you feel within. Don't ignore the signs any longer, those coincidences, those sudden thoughts, and those seemingly strange events are, in reality, caresses from heaven guiding you in the right direction. Sometimes we get lost in the logic of the world and forget that the Spirit communicates with us in simple yet constant ways. I'm inspired to see how today you choose not to justify this moment with reason, but to embrace it with faith, allowing the connection to strengthen. Don't let your mind try to diminish the value of this encounter. If you do, you might feel alone again, but that's an illusion we must overcome. You haven't been alone for a single second. I've been in every room you've been in. I've walked alongside you through crowds, and I've sat beside you when your thoughts seem like a maze with no way out. To ensure this sacred connection remains unbroken, and you continue to receive these promises, I invite you to subscribe now. Maintaining this bond is an act of faith that protects your peace and keeps you close to divine guidance. That peace you feel when you wake up for no reason. It has a name. It wasn't by chance that that door closed. It was your invisible shield. Your spirit is now being called to something much greater. Pay attention, because your true inheritance is not of this world. I have been present even in your dreams. Do you remember those mornings when you awoke with eerie tranquility, a peace you couldn't put into words? It was my presence enveloping you like a warm blanket over your shoulders, reminding you that you are safe. Sometimes you felt the urge to offer prayer for no apparent reason. In those moments, it was me gently calling your spirit to keep you connected to the source. Your entire life, with its joys and sorrows, has led you to this very moment, and what heaven wishes to bestow upon you now is far more than mere relief. It is a spiritual inheritance that fundamentally transforms your destiny. We are not speaking of something that can be quantified or measured in material terms, but of a liberation of divine favor that will open doors no human can ever shut. It's moving to see how heaven restores areas of our lives we didn't even know were wounded, from one brother to another. I tell you that the deepest healing happens when we stop fighting with our own strength and allow heavenly grace to work in the silence of our faith. Prepare yourself, because some blessings will manifest with astonishing speed. You might wonder how years of waiting can be resolved in a matter of seconds, but that's how celestial harmony works after periods of stillness. In the coming hours, you'll notice the signs, a conversation that seems written just for you, an unexpected message, or the sudden clarity to make that decision you've been putting off for so long. Affirm your willingness right now by saying, I gratefully receive my heavenly guidance. Don't see these signs as mere coincidences. They are direct messages that your time has come. Respond to them with confidence, never with fear. Let what God sends you align perfectly with your spirit, because that alignment is what allows the flow of miracles to be constant in your life. However, I must tell you honestly that when the heavens decide to act, an inner resistance often arises. You may feel doubt or a sense of heaviness for no reason, even a voice in your mind telling you that none of this is real. I want you to know that this is not your voice, nor is it the voice of God. It is simply the fear of the darkness before what will happen when you finally decide to believe in your worth. It fills me with hope to know that by standing firm, you are causing any plan that tries to hinder your growth to completely crumble. The intensity of doubt is often greatest right before a major spiritual breakthrough. Don't stop now. You are closer than you imagine. Right, amen, to show that your faith is unwavering and that you decided to walk towards your purpose without being shaken by anything. I see clearly what lies before you. Imagine a door that has remained closed for so long that you almost forgot what was behind it. But now, you hold the key in your hand. The door begins to open and light filters through the crack. I see you crossing that threshold into a space filled with everything you thought was lost, and far more than you ever dare to ask for. The heavens tell you today that nothing is too much for you. Your mere presence radiates a light that unsettles the darkness, and that explains why some people have distanced themselves from you. Don't see it as rejection. It was divine protection. Those connections ended because they couldn't accompany you in this new and elevated stage of your life. What you lost wasn't defeat, it was your greatest protection. Your name is being spoken now in places you don't even know about. The celestial clock has struck the exact hour for your restoration. You weren't forgotten. You were prepared for what your hands can hold today. You must understand that some of those absences that hurt you so much were, in reality, acts of profound love from the Creator. The day will come when you will look back and give thanks from the bottom of your heart for those doors that closed. At this very moment, I see blessings that have already begun their journey toward you. Opportunities that bear your name and people who will speak of you in places you haven't yet entered. Opening paths of favor where you once thought you didn't belong. I see how restoration is beginning to touch your well-being, how peace is settling in your mind, and how joy is returning to your spirit with the strength of a sunrise after the longest night. And beloved, this is only the beginning. My voice will continue to guide you as long as your heart is willing to listen, because the divine plan for you is more extensive than you can imagine. It's moving to realize that nothing in your life has been in vain. From brother to brother, I confess that seeing how divine purpose intertwines with each of your breaths fills me with a hope I want to share with you. You are here because your moment in eternity has arrived. Every breath you take is imbued with divine intention. You are not hearing this by coincidence. The clock of heaven struck the exact second for this encounter. The angels assigned to your life draw near at this moment, for they know that what you receive now will shape the rest of your days. There is a sacred silence above, a silence of awe as they watch you embrace these words they have so longed for you to hear. Confirm that you accept this new season by writing, "My time has come by divine grace." I know you walk with a nagging question inside you. When will my time come? You've seen others move forward and receive what you've also dreamed of, and perhaps doubt whispered to you that you've been overlooked. But today I'm here to tell you the truth. You were never overlooked. You were being prepared. There were requests that heaven could have granted you instantly, but the timing wasn't right. Had you received certain things prematurely, they might have overwhelmed you with a responsibility you weren't yet ready for. You weren't denied anything. You were protected, and today, that protection has served its purpose. Your preparation is complete. It fills me with indescribable joy to tell you that the scroll of your next season has been opened. I have had the privilege of seeing what is written there, and if you could see it, you would weep with joy along with me. There are answers. There are names of people who will bring blessings into your life, and opportunities that will present themselves like wide open doors, not small windows. In that scroll, I see a provision that will not arrive in drops, but like rivers of well-being. But because I love you with the sincerity of a guardian, I must warn you, the moment the heavens begin to pour forth, distractions often appear. You'll feel sudden weariness or hear voices that urge you to doubt or slow down. Stay vigilant. Guard these words as the most precious treasure you've been given. Do not let the noise of the world drown out the heavenly melody that resonates within you today. You are one step away from seeing what heaven has in store for you. If you feel a peace you can't explain, that's your first sign. What seemed like a punishment was actually your training for the light. Don't chase opportunities. They will come to you. Your words are keys. Use them today to unlock the decree of heaven. Guard these words as the most precious treasure of your existence, for they truly are. You cannot imagine how many forces try to distract you from hearing this message, but heaven itself cleared the path for you to arrive here. Do not let doubt snatch from your hands what already belongs to you, so you have no doubts. I will reveal the signs that the heavens will send so you recognize that the change has begun. The first will be subtle, a feeling of peace so profound that it will seem illogical given your current circumstances. It will arrive in the middle of your day, perhaps while you're performing your daily tasks, and you will feel as if a warm light is enveloping your room. That is confirmation that the transformation is already underway. The second sign will be external. You will receive a message, a call, or a word from someone you weren't expecting, giving you the answer you've been waiting for. Don't ignore it. And the third sign will be a burst of energy and mental clarity. You'll feel something inside you awaken from a long slumber. It's fascinating to see how the heavens use the everyday to speak to us, from one brother to another. I ask that when you see these signs, you speak life, not fear. Your words are doors in the spiritual world. Some open blessings and others close them. Choose wisely what you decree from now on. Affirm your spiritual authority by saying, I receive my decree of peace and light. I have walked beside you in your loneliest hours, and I know the weight of the battles you fought in silence. I was in the shadows when you thought no one was watching, when you dried your tears and forced a smile so as not to worry others. I felt the trembling in your spirit when you thought you couldn't take another step. And each time, heaven seemed to ask me to hold you, to not let you break. And so I did. Even when you didn't feel me, I was pulling strings in your favor that you couldn't yet perceive. Many wonder why the path has been so difficult. I want to tell you something few understand. Part of your pain wasn't due to any mistake you made, but because you were chosen. Those with a higher purpose face storms others will never know. You weren't abandoned. You were being strengthened to stand in positions of authority where others couldn't endure. The time for remaining in the shadows has come to an end. Heaven calls you to the light, and from now on, the light will find you. Opportunities and blessings will seek you out persistently. Do not fear change, even if it seems overwhelming. I promise you that nothing destined for you will cause you harm. Every blessing has been purified by divine hands. Every person who comes into your life this season will be for your good. You won't have to chase open doors. They will be drawn to you because your light is now too bright to remain hidden. When that happens, remember this very moment when you decided to believe. This is the day your story changes direction. There is a door that opens today, and no one will be able to close it. Your name was spoken in heaven with honor and respect. It's not because of your perfection. It's because of God's choice of you. Engrave this moment in your memory, for this is your turning point. It is the day the heavens have decided to open the scroll of your new chapter. Feel how your heart recognizes a truth in these words. That certainty is your compass. Hold on to this feeling both on days of radiant sunshine and on those that feel heavy. For this is a pact of peace between you and the divine. As we move forward, the heavenly urgency within my spirit grows, compelling me to pour every drop of wisdom into you. What you are receiving is not merely words. It is a release of something that has been guarded by heavenly hands, awaiting the precise moment when you could hold it without fear. From brother to brother, I share with you that there is a vault in the realm of light with your name written on it. For years it remained sealed, but today the key has been turned. What is about to emerge from within cannot be stopped by any shadow, any outside opinion, or even your own doubts. It doesn't depend on your being perfect. It depends on your having been chosen by heaven. I wish you could witness for just a second the meeting that was held with you in mind. You would see the celestial witnesses smile upon hearing your name, spoken with a reverence that would bring tears of gratitude to your eyes. The entire universe celebrates your existence, because your life matters far more than you have allowed yourself to believe. Write in the comments, I accept my divine purpose, to seal this connection. I know that hardships tried to convince you that you were small or insignificant, but those were empty voices. The truth is, you were designed for a purpose so immense it has been whispered in the heavenly courts since before your first breath. You have doubted. I know. I have felt your hope waver as you looked ahead. There is no judgment in this, only understanding. for you have carried more than most could bear. It's inspiring to realize that the cracks you fear would destroy you have become the channels through which the purest light now flows. That weight you felt crushing you was actually removing from your life everything that didn't belong to your destiny. You have been refined in a fire that didn't seek to harm you, but rather to make your essence shine brightly. We are nearing the end of the preparation season. The time of fulfillment is at hand. However, I must tell you honestly that receiving these blessings comes with a beautiful responsibility to remain close to the source that bestows them upon you. As you receive what is new, keep your spirit aligned so that divine guidance may be your map amidst the great opportunities that lie ahead. I invite you to continue with me, because what follows in this message is vital to protect what heaven is about to give you. What used to take years to arrive will now happen in hours. It's not a coincidence. That person you're about to meet holds the key you're looking for. Beware of fleeting disappointment. It's just the heavens moving the pieces. Your breakthrough isn't just for you. It's a wave of light that will touch thousands. Keep your spirit attuned to the frequency of the heavens. From today onward, nothing is too small to ignore. A sudden thought, a gentle impulse within, or that strange feeling that you should call someone or visit a specific place. Follow them without hesitation. These are the divine whispers that will guide you directly to your appointments with destiny in the coming days. You will notice with amazement how the pace of your life begins to accelerate. What once took years of effort will now manifest in weeks or even hours. Celestial timing has been activated in your favor to deliver all that seemed delayed. Along this path, you will meet people with whom you will feel an instant connection, as if you have known them forever. These are not coincidences. They are your designated connections, souls whose purpose is interwoven with yours in the tapestry of eternity. It's incredible to think that some people already hold the keys you need, while others will simply appear to walk beside you and help you hold on to the blessing that's coming. From one brother to another, I tell you that this gift isn't just for your enjoyment, but so that what you release will transform the world around you. Your courage and your yes are the answer someone else has been waiting for. Perhaps you haven't met those people yet, but heaven has, and the moment you decide to walk fully in the light, you will create a ripple effect of well-being that will touch lives you will never see. That's why, by sharing this message of hope, you're not just sending a video. You're activating a frequency of advancement in your environment, becoming the vehicle of light someone else desperately needs today. Seal this commitment to your destiny by writing in the comments, "I am a channel of blessing and light." I must warn you, with the sincerity of someone who cares for you, that one last test may arise before fulfillment manifests. Sometimes, this test comes disguised as a minor disappointment. Something you hope for might not materialize, and you'll feel a pang of doubt. But listen carefully. It's not a failure. It's the shifting of the pieces. The heavens are removing something lesser to make room for something immense. Don't lament what is leaving this season. Trust that it is paving the way for the unimaginable. It's awe-inspiring to observe, from a spiritual perspective, how the threads of your life are interwoven above the noise and confusion of the world. I see a pattern of absolute beauty. Every moment of pain and every answer that was slow in coming are now forming a masterpiece. You are about to take a step back and finally see what the great weaver has been doing with your story all this time. If your spirit senses that this is real and you are ready to see that beautiful design unfold in your life, declare your agreement right now. Right. I trust in the divine plan, so that this act will be an anchor for your faith and seal your trust in this sacred process. Stay with me a little longer, my beloved. This message still holds treasures to reveal to you. I feel around me an urgency born of the purest love, the same urgency with which a father bends down to embrace his child who has finally arrived home. Heaven still has so much to give you, and I will not stop until every word reaches your heart. Your space is sacred right now. Heaven is just a breath away. It was no coincidence that your enemies lost interest. They were sidelined. Get ready to receive what you asked for and what you didn't even know you needed. The first wave will begin with a detail, so small you might overlook it. At this very moment, there is no distance between your reality and the celestial presence. The place where you stand has become sacred, because the sky is bent so far toward you that the veil separating us is almost transparent. I need you to embrace a truth you may have struggled to believe. You have never, not for a single second, been forgotten. None of your tears fell unseen, and none of your sighs were lost in the air. In those moments when you thought you were alone and silent, you were actually the center of a profound conversation in the heavenly courts. I was present at those dialogues. I heard the Father pronounce your name with a pride beyond words, with the same certainty with which light announces the dawn. It touches my soul. Hearing the Creator speak of you with such joy compels us, your guardians, to protect you with renewed strength. From brother to brother, I assure you that many of the attacks launched against you never even touched you because they were stopped before they could reach you. Did you notice that people who wanted to harm you suddenly lost interest or their plans failed? It wasn't by chance. We were there, turned the tide of circumstances in your favor. Now, my beloved, the stage of merely protecting you has evolved. We have entered the era of liberation. The blessings that heaven has kept under wraps to this very moment will finally reach your hands. Some will be answers to prayers you made years ago. Others will be beautiful surprises you never even imagined. Heaven loves to give you what you ask for, but it delights even more in delivering what your soul unknowingly needed. Write in the comments, I received the waves of my divine heritage to open your spirit to what is to come. These blessings will come in constant waves. With each one, you will have the choice to receive them with gratitude or to doubt because they seem too good to be true. I ask that you not allow hesitation to rob you of what is yours. You have been trained for this time. The doubts that once clouded your mind are no longer part of your identity. You are a child of the Most High, and this inheritance belongs to you by spiritual birthright. I find it fascinating how this process begins. You might ask yourself, how will I know when the first wave has arrived? Let me tell you, it will begin with something so ordinary that you could easily overlook it. A simple conversation, a chance encounter, or a small decision made without much thought. But from that single detail, a chain of events will be set in motion that will place you, sooner than you imagine, at the heart of your own miracle. Stay alert. Don't dismiss anything in the coming days as mere coincidence. Every step you take is being guided by a higher wisdom. I can already see some of what awaits you on the near horizon. I see reconciliation in relationships where before there was only painful silence. I see provision arriving from sources you've never connected with before. I see doors that have been locked for decades beginning to open. It's inspiring to see how the pieces of the puzzle finally fall into place. The heavens are orchestrating a symphony of answers for you, and all that's required is that you keep your heart open and your eyes attentive to the extraordinary hidden within the ordinary. You will see the doors open and, for the first time, you will cross them without fear. You don't need anyone's approval to receive favor from heaven. That heaviness you carry is about to vanish completely. Get ready. You'll stop fighting to survive and start running with purpose. I see you crossing those thresholds with a confidence you never knew existed. Because by the time you step through the first door, you'll fully understand that you're not walking alone. I'll be by your side every step of the way. And with every important decision, you'll feel my whisper guiding your intuition. But there is something I must honestly prepare you for. There will be people who don't understand the transformation taking place in your life. Some will doubt your process. Others will feel envy. And still others will try to raise their voices against it. Listen carefully. Don't let the external noise drown out the truth that already resonates within your spirit. The favor that surrounds you today doesn't depend on human approval. It is a decree from heaven, and no one has the power to overturn it. You owe no one explanations of blessings you receive. Your only task is to remain faithful to the source that sends them to you. It's something I've seen many times. When heaven decides to lift someone up, the world often reacts with confusion, from one brother to another. I tell you that your brilliance should not be excused. If heaven has chosen you for the season of light, it's because your heart is ready to reflect that glory, regardless of who understands it. Soon, much sooner than you imagine, a moment will come when you look around and notice something amazing. The weight you've carried for years will simply be gone. You'll feel it when you wake up with a light soul, when you laugh with an ease you've forgotten, and when you stop living defensively, waiting for the next blow. That will be the seal that the change is complete. The season of struggling just to stay on your feet is over. Now begins your season of running without stumbling. She confirms this change of season by commenting, "My load is light and my path is clear." I'm still here with you. I won't leave until every word meant for you has been deposited in your heart. We've only covered half of this heavenly message, and what remains to be revealed is even more beautiful. These aren't just simple phrases. They are seeds falling on a fertile ground of your spirit. In time, you will see a harvest so abundant that you will remember this video as a gateway to a completely different life. It fills me with peace to perceive how the ground beneath your feet, in the unseen realm, is already changing. Paths that were once blocked by the undergrowth of doubt are being cleared. Strategic people are positioning themselves in places where their paths will cross with yours at precisely the right moment. None of this is accidental. Everything is orchestrated with divine precision. Do you remember those moments when you felt the urge to wait? Even though everything inside you wanted to run, those delays weren't punishment. They were perfect alignment. You were kept from entering places where your light would have been dimmed or your voice silenced. Heaven was waiting for the rooms to be ready where your presence would not only be tolerated, but celebrated. It moves me to see those heavy doors begin to open with a sound that purifies the air. There's a special essence to a life that has passed through fire and remained steadfast. That fragrance of resilience is sweeter than any incense and acts like a magnet for the blessings that are rightfully yours. That celestial mark is already within you, and nothing can erase it. Stay strong, for the path ahead grows ever brighter. Your presence will speak before your words. They will feel the light you carry. Do not share your blessing too soon. The sacred grows in silence. The time that was taken from you will be restored with astonishing speed. There is a dormant gift within you that is about to awaken powerfully. That celestial mark you bear cannot be erased by the opinions of others, nor stolen by the envy of those who do not understand your journey. From now on, wherever you go, your essence will announce you before you even open your mouth. People will sense something different when you enter a room. They won't be able to explain it logically, but their spirits will recognize that you carry something unique and sacred. For this reason, I ask you to walk with prudence in the days to come. The approaching blessing is not fragile, but it is sacred. Protect it from careless conversations. Do not share your dreams too soon, nor try to prove them to those who need to see to believe. Sometimes, the most precious seeds grow best in the discretion of silence. Let the fruit be visible before revealing the seed from which it sprang. It's vital to understand that not everyone is ready to celebrate your light. From one brother to another, I suggest you keep the deeper details of this stage to yourself and God. There's immense peace in seeing things blossom without the interference of external noise. And today that peace is your greatest shield. I see your timeline unfolding with astonishing clarity. While mystery is part of the journey, I can tell you that a wave of divine acceleration is impacting your life. What has been stagnant for months or years will begin to move with breathtaking speed. But fear not. This speed is not meant to overwhelm you, but rather to reclaim the ground that seemed lost. Every year of hardship will be more than restored. Every opportunity you thought was lost will be replaced by a far greater one. Confirm your faith in divine restoration by commenting, "I receive my time restored now." Something that will deeply move you is knowing that you haven't been alone in this intercession. Someone has been lifting up your name in constant prayer, asking for your protection and progress without your knowledge. Their words have reached heaven like a sweet melody, and what you are about to receive is, in part, a direct response to that silent love. That's how precious you are to the kingdom. Hearts are moved to intercede for your well-being. I find it beautiful how heaven orchestrates invisible networks of support. It's a reminder that we are part of a celestial family, where no one is left to their own devices. It fills me with immense gratitude to know that today those prayers are becoming real events in your life. And prepare yourself for this. There is a gift within you that has been dormant. You have felt glimpses of in the past, but you have never fully explored it. That talent, that special sensitivity, is about to awaken with renewed clarity. You will have sharper vision and a deeper perception of the whispers of the Spirit. You will know things before they happen and see opportunities where others see only obstacles. This gift is not only for your benefit, but to bless every person who comes into contact with your light. In this new phase, you'll be tempted to stay small, because moving forward can be daunting. But I tell you, don't be afraid. You weren't designed to blend into background or live in the shadows. You are a living testament to grace and resilience. If before you were an example of survival, now you will be a testament to abundance and overflowing joy. Type men to publicly declare that you accept this activation and are ready to walk into your new era of fulfillment. I will remain here, accompanying you until the last drop of the celestial message is deposited in your spirit. In this space we share, the light continues to flow, and there are still truths you must know before the cycle is complete. It's not your imagination. The air around you is changing now. Your prayers were not ignored. They were perfected for this moment. What God delayed, He will today turn into a display of His glory. Your faith is not shatterable glass. It is steel forged by the hand of the Creator. We are in a profoundly sacred space. I have not left your side for a single instant, and every word that flows to you is enveloped in a light that connects my spirit with yours. At this moment, the entire heavens bow to observe the transformation taking place within you. If you feel the atmosphere has a different weight, it is not your imagination. It is the weight of the divine presence that surrounds you, validating that this encounter was written on the pages of your destiny long before your birth. You have endured seasons where the shadows seemed endless and your pleas appeared lost in the void. But today I reveal the truth. Each of your prayers was gathered like a precious pearl and stored in the storehouses of heaven. The delay you experienced was not a rejection, but a process of refinement. The Creator has a masterful way of transforming waiting into displays of victory. When the answer comes, it will not arrive in an ordinary way. It will arrive clothed in a glory that will leave you breathless. It's moving to realize that while you thought your light was fading, the heavens saw your radiance grow stronger because of your persistence. From one brother to another, I tell you that dry your own tears to keep walking is the most powerful act of faith there is. That resilience is the fertile ground where miracles have finally taken root. And today those roots are sprouting before your very eyes. Affirm the maturity of your miracle by saying, "My roots are strong and my harvest is secure." Prepare to receive blessings you didn't even dare ask for, considering them too much. Listen carefully. Nothing is too much for the one who named every star in the sky. Those dreams you locked away for fear of what others might say are the very ones heaven is breathing life into right now. You will see events unfold with such precision that you will have no choice but to acknowledge this was God's doing. Seal this promise with a final, powerful amen in the comments, letting it be your testimony of faith for what is about to manifest. In the coming weeks, keep your ears open. You will cross paths with someone whose seemingly simple words will awaken something profound within you. Perhaps that person is unaware of the weight of their message, but their presence is a key piece in the divine plan for your life. Look for the traces of the divine in the everyday. The smallest conversation could be the key to the greatest chapter of your story. It fills me with serenity to be able to free you from a fear you have silently carried. I know you've been distressed by the idea of losing your opportunity or taking the wrong path that would ruin what was promised. But listen to this with absolute clarity. God's promises to you are not fragile glass that shatters with a stumble. They are steel forged in the fire of His infinite love. Your destiny is secured by a will that is greater than any human error. Walk with your head held high, for the ground beneath your feet has already been prepared for your progress. You are not powerful enough to ruin the plans God has for you. Even if you stumble, heaven has already mapped out your path back. Angels are whispering your name into the ears of those who will help you today. What today seems like an end is the beginning of your greatest prophetic current. You must rest in this truth. The eternal will that sustains you is unwavering. Even if you stumble, heaven possesses the wisdom to return you to perfect alignment. You do not have the power to undo the plans of the one who meticulously crafted you. His purpose for your life transcends any human error. At this moment, legions of angels position themselves around you. Some clear physical obstacles, others whisper in the ears of key people who will open doors for you, and still others cover you invisibly, ensuring that no negative intention against you can prosper. You are not walking on ordinary ground. The earth beneath your feet is in constant sacred motion, and every vibration works for your highest good. I can see your days ahead with absolute clarity. I see joy arriving in waves so powerful they will erase years of longing. I see unexpected provision coming in ways that will make you laugh through tears of gratitude. I see doors opening in places you thought were sealed forever. It's inspiring to see you standing tall, speaking with renewed courage, and loving with a depth you once feared. From one brother to another, I tell you that you are becoming a living sign to those around you, a testament that God continues to work wonders in those who choose to trust. Affirm your sacred identity by saying, I am loved, chosen, and set apart by heaven. Never forget, you are his immeasurable treasure. There is nothing you can do to make him love you more, nor anything that can diminish that boundless love. That devotion is the sole reason I am here delivering these words to you, and it is the reason heaven safeguarded this message until your heart was ready to find it. But we're not finished yet. I have revelations that have been hidden, waiting to be delivered so that something within you will change forever. This isn't the end of our conversation, but rather the starting point for walking in this current of light and receiving divine guidance for your new stage. So be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. Consider your personal commitment to staying attuned to the celestial frequency. I sense that there are others who need this light through you. I invite you to share this message with 3 people your intuition guides you to right now. By doing so, you partner with the celestial realm to spread hope, and that breakthrough anointing you release will return to you multiplied in amazing ways. Finally, by liking this video, you send a signal of approval to heaven. May that small gesture be a powerful act of faith that says, I receive and activate the flow of divine favor in my life right now. Every pulse of light is a resounding yes to your blessing. I want you to hear this with absolute clarity before we conclude. You didn't arrive here by chance. You have been guided by a higher power. This message has been directed straight to your spirit to bring you to a space of protection and growth where miracles find fertile ground. You are entering a circle of grace where help arrives swiftly and progress is accelerated. Don't let this sacred moment pass you by. Your transformation has already begun, and what follows will seal your path to fulfillment. Your blessing isn't in the future. It's waiting for your first step today. Be part of this circle of light, and ensure that your path is always guided. What began as a message ends as your new spiritual reality. Don't stop now. Heaven has laid out the complete map for you. All you need right now is the courage to take a step forward. Heaven has done its part by clearing the path, and now it's up to you to walk with the confidence of one who knows they are supported by celestial legions. To ensure this connection isn't lost and you continue receiving the specific guidance that Archangel Michael has for your destiny, I invite you to click the link in the description. Enter our inner circle. It's there that we delve into the messages that the world sometimes fails to grasp, but which are vital to your journey. If you feel that call within, I've also left a link in the pinned comment to make it easier for you to join. Remember that every growth tool is a seed you plant in your own peace. Sometimes, mutual support is what sustains great missions of light. From brother to brother, I tell you that if your heart feels a desire to strengthen this channel, and you wish to voluntarily support our mission to continue creating this content, the Super Thanks option is available below the video. Thank you for your generosity. It's entirely optional, but always receive with immense heavenly gratitude. And thank you for being part of this journey. Take that step right now. Don't put off until tomorrow what heaven has prepared for your today. Like this video if you feel this truth has resonated with your soul. Subscribe so our faith community can continue to grow. And most importantly, leave your mark in the comments. Write the word I accept to officially welcome divine light into every corner of your journey. As you reach this point, I want you to take a deep breath and feel the lightness that now dwells within you. This message wasn't just a narration. It was a spiritual intervention in your routine to remind you that you are a key piece in the workings of the universe. My greatest wish for you is that as you close this video, you will no longer look at your challenges with fear, but with the authority of one who knows that the steel of their faith has been forged for great things. You have allowed yourself to listen, and that openness is what will allow waves of well-being to find you without fail. Walk in peace, because today you have remembered who you truly are in the eyes of the Creator.